guys, JB Minot here, and these are my pickups for the month of May. Okay, I got this via mail from Amazon.com. Classic NES series Metroid. I could have sworn I had the entire Classic NES series for the Game Boy Advance, but I was wrong. And the only reason I got this one was because I was playing Metroid Fusion, and of course if you beat Metroid Fusion, which is a fantastic game by the way, you get to play Metroid after that. Well, I thought that the Metroid I was playing was somehow glitchy, but in reality I was going to the wrong area. And but anyway, I went and got this, and I'll tell you what, the original Metroid, in all honesty, does not hold up well. I think the game is glitchy. I think the better your weapons are, supposedly, the worse off you are. I want to go back to my charge ray after getting the wave ray, but there are too many cheat deaths. What really pisses me off is I got down to Ridley's lair and I died, which is fine. But when you die, they're supposed to give you energy after you die. You should have energy to do what you need to do. You almost literally have no energy. I got 4 energy tanks, and all I got is 30 units of energy. So you got to sit there, go find some lair where there's a lot of bad guys, and you know, kill some of them so that you can get some energy. The problem is, 9 times out of 10, you'll end up with less energy after killing all the bad guys than when you went in. And I just gave up after a while. I just got tired of having to reload on energy. And I'll tell you what, if there weren't the follow-ups to Metroid, I'd say the Metroid series would suck. But Metroid has had a lot of great follow-ups, so it definitely improved with time. Okay, a couple of classic Game Boy games. Well, maybe not classic, but they're from the classic system. Great Greed, some kind of RPG, haven't played it yet. And Revelations, the Demon Slayer. This is an adaptation of Shin Megami Tensei, the Black Bible. I didn't know the Shin Megami Tensei series was that old, but apparently you can recruit demons in this one. And the graphics are okay too. Haven't gotten too far into it yet. Okay, now for a PSP game, Space Invaders Galaxy Beat. I had to import this from Amazon.com, and I don't quite understand how to play this version. You got the classic version in there, and you got a wireless version in there, a matchup version. But there's one called Future, which apparently you're playing to the beat, and I don't quite get the hang of that yet, and I haven't found a tutorial anywhere. So, Space Invaders Galaxy Beat. Okay, now for my Lone, which I just bought yesterday, so I haven't played it yet, but I actually got it used because apparently when they bought it, it didn't have the code card in there for a free game but I didn't care for that, so. But I saved $10. Mario Kart 8. I love the Mario Kart series. It's practically a brand new disc. It's never been played, so. But it's gotten fantastic reviews, and I can't wait to play it. Okay, now for some PS Vita games. Now, technically, this game I got last month, but I forgot to put it in my video. This is so far my favorite Vita game of the year. Original Vita game, rather. You know, instead of remakes and reboots and stuff. Demon Gaze. It's got a Etrian Odyssey vibe. There's a lot of exploring. It's an RPG. It's a tough RPG too, starting out, but it's a very fun RPG. Beautiful graphics, a lot of charm. You basically have you've got a demon that you can use to pop up, and she does everything that she needs to do. You don't have to micromanage her, and you can gather more demons. But it's called Demon Gaze. It's pretty fun so far. Okay, haven't played this one yet. This is supposed to be another dungeon crawler. I've heard it called Mind. I've also heard it called Mind Equals Zero. Somebody told me it looks like a visual novel game. I hope not, because for the most part I hate visual novels. But it's gotten, I don't know what kind of reviews it's gotten so far. Okay, the Sly Cooper collection. Of course, they pissed me off because they tell you there's 3 Sly Cooper games on here, but in actuality there's 2 Sly Cooper games and a third one, Honor Among Thieves. And they don't tell you that in the advertisements. And I wish they would. You know, I would still bought the collection, but still, you know, you couldn't put a memory card with more games on there, with one more game on there. You know, I don't buy my Vita to be a game downloader. You know, I like to collect games. Now this one's got 2 full games on there, and it's not, you know, they're both on the same memory stick. Okay, God of War collection. I love God of War. It's a fun game, somewhat repetitive sometimes, but still a great game. This one's not getting very good reviews, and I've never really played Borderlands, but it's Borderlands 2. Like I said, it's not getting very good reviews, but the thing is, a lot of these critics, they expect PS4 quality graphics on the PS Vita, so I don't trust most critics. I think most of them are crooks. Professional critics, not the ones on YouTube. I imported this from England. MUD. FIM Motocross World Championship. And it's region free. Okay, now for some DS games. I keep finding more and more DS games to add to my collection. And a lot of these, in fact, I had to get all these by mail. And 3 of them are from another country, I do believe. But here's one. It's a couple of gambling games from Japan. Cool 104 Joker and Setline. Cool 104 Joker is a poker type game, and Setline is a game where you have to take you got this hexagon, and it's filled with a bunch of little hexagons, and what you have to do is you have to create these lines by they give you this random piece that's got like 3 lines, and each line is a different color, and you put the hexagon somewhere on the little shaped piece onto the hexagon somewhere, and eventually what you want to do is you want to make as many lines as possible, and longer lines, and the more lines you make, the more points you get, and you have to make so many before you're considered a winner. But there it is. That's a pretty good puzzle type game. Okay, Ninja Captains. This is from Europe. It's got a bunch of mini games on there. Haven't played it yet. Mini Ninjas. I thought I bought this in the past, but apparently I didn't. You can usually get it at a discount somewhere. And Heavy Armor Brigade. This looks like a kind of a slash strategy slash real-time strategy action game with tanks. It's from UFO, so it feels awfully heavy. Geez, this instruction manual's like a friggin' novel. There, see? Okay, now for some DS games. Okay, Mario Golf World Tour. It's a beautiful looking game, but it's kind of boring. Not all the golf courses are opened up immediately. They promise that you can play as Mario, but in order to open up some of your some new courses, you have to play as your Mii. And I don't want to play as my Mii. I don't like playing as the Mii. I want to play as Mario. And you know, the way to play is kind of clear cut until you get to the putting green. Then you know, it seems like you're always missing when you're under par, and it's always it just I don't know. And the first course you have to go through is really bland. And in order to progress, you have to go 18 holes with that course. Then you have to do a championship course. You have to do another 18 holes with that one. It gets kind of old, and I don't know. Some people, it's gotten good reviews. Maybe people who are into Mario Golf like that kind of stuff. I just wish there'd been more variety, and I didn't have to practically be forced to play as my Mii most of the time. Kirby Triple Deluxe. This is a beautiful game. Great graphics. There's a rhythm game on there, which is only like 3 levels. And there's like a fighting game, which is kind of a Smash Brothers type game. But the first game is a typical Kirby game. You suck up enemies and you take their abilities. It got kind of middle of the road reviews, and I can understand why. I liked it. It was worth buying. But the problem is, toward the end, it got kind of repetitive. You had to fight the same the big boss battles a lot of times over again. And it's like they ran out of ideas, original ideas, toward the end of the game. But if you're into Kirby, this is a great game to have. It's very fun. Okay, Gardening Mama 2, Forest Friends. The only reason I bought this is because it looks like more of a puzzle game than it is an adaptation based on the movie, which didn't look very good. Legends of Oz, Dorothy's Return. You know, if they're going to make spin-offs and sequels to the original Wizard of Oz, then they could at least adapt it from one of the books. Because the books by L. Baum, B-A-U-M, had a bunch of sequels to them, and they were satires. You know, it would have been great to take a series, and adapt them. Just like they kind of tried the Chronicles of Narnia. Okay, this one was pre-owned for 12 bucks. The Croods, Prehistoric Party. Looks like a bunch of mini games. And The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I don't know if it's got the open world like a lot of other Spider-Man games. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 was pretty good. You know, I'm looking forward to the sequel. But I mean, it was pretty good. It wasn't the greatest Spider-Man movie. You know, I mean, you got 3 villains in there. 2 of them are basically 5-minute cameos apiece. So, okay, now for some Wii games. I want to get caught up on my Wii collection. Fortune Streets for 20 bucks. I don't know what kind of reviews this got, but it looks like it appears to be a board game, strategy type game. Kirby's Epic Yarn. You know, I've gotten so addicted to my Kirby games that I decided to give this another try. And last but not least, Super Mario Galaxy for the Wii. I've got Super Mario 2, but I don't have. I thought I had Super Mario Galaxy, but apparently I was wrong. So, okay, guys, those are my pickups for the month of May. I hope to hear from you guys soon, and you guys have a great weekend. Have a great June. Have an excellent summer, and in the meantime, God bless you. Bye-bye.
They say that Richard Corey owns 1/2 of this here town, with political connections, spread his wealth around.